Hi ladies, we are back. So what are we talking about today? Remember, today we're going to continue Ninya in my emotions. But nasitubata ari my emotions, like how we react, kana taita my emotions in, when we don't feel okay, um, how do we react? Why we are doing that is last week takatari sama emotions would say when you're going through a journey of self-discovery, when you're trying to discover what you want, when you're trying to understand yourself, what you like and what you don't like, you can use your emotions. You can study how you feel about things to understand the things that you like and the things that you don't like. Tikataura kuti when you're feeling low, that means you like the opposite of the things that are lacking. If kushaya mari mubank kana kuchikurwadza, that means uri munhu anoda mari. When you feel when the absence of something is makes you suffer, that means what you like is having that thing. And if having too much of something makes you suffer, that means the absence of that thing makes you happy. See, my opposite. So that's what we were talking about last week. My high emotions, never low emotions. So study your emotions to understand what you like and what you don't like. So Nancy, what we are going to talk about is still about emotions, but Duty, when you find it difficult to study your emotions, if you feel good, you don't have time, you how am I feeling? What kind of emotion am I feeling? If you feel good, study like that, then you can go further and study your reactions. When you feel sad, how are you reacting? When you're not happy about some circumstances, what is your reaction? So I'm to tell about my reaction at normally when we are not feeling okay. Remember, whatever makes us happy, we are keeping it. And we don't bother with that because we are good. We are good already in that department. But focus your self-discovery sometimes more than in additional to knowing what you want. Also know what you don't like, because by knowing what you don't like, you would discover what you like, because the opposite of what you don't like is what you actually like. It's easy like that. It's funny, but it's easy like that. So today, the first reaction that we are going to talk about is control. Normally, when we are not happy about circumstances, we want to control. Either we want to control the circumstances, the experience, or we want to control other people. Isusu tinozvisa kusaiti, but start ordering people around kuti vaite zvinhu zvatiri kufara. I'll just give an example, a simple example kana yemaplates mukitchen chaiyo, kuti ukabva kubasa ukasvika muplate musink makazara makitchen, muplate makazara musink makazara maplates, sorry, unosvika ungoita reaction yekuti akomana amanaka. So unogona kana une vana pamba, unogona kutosvika woti akomana mangoswera muchidya panapa, hamuna kana kuda kusuka maplate. Why? Siyai zvamuri kuita muyozosuka. So that's a sort of control. So that is sign of control, because now you are asking other people, chinhu chabohwa iwewe, ndiwe une shortage iri kurwadza maplate, saka wakuda kuti vamwe vanhu vese vaende kunostopa zvavari kuita so that vanouya kuzowacha maplate to make you happy. Saka control. Saka kana waziva kuti that's how you react kana waona maplates, you're studying yourself. Remember, unobva watoziva kuti saka inini ndiri munhu anocontrola vanhu. Instead of me washing those dishes, I'm ordering people around to come and wash dishes. So I need to work on my control. Or maybe ukapopota, you need to work on your anger so that you can ask people politely for help, so that you can put rules in place kuti anenge adya plate yake adyira muplate ngauye asuke. You understand? Instead yokupopota, or instead of controlling people, now because waita self-discovery kuti you are that kind of a person, now you can now start working on that control. I don't want to be a person who controls, but I want to learn how to speak to others. I want to learn how to ask for help, and I want to learn how to to problem solve, because ukanyanya kucontrola vanhu, either vanhu vanokutya or vanhu vanokutiza, or people will just think you're a controlling freak. You understand? So that's how you learn who you are, by studying your reactions. After going through my experiences, ausingafarire. So now you know you're a controlling person by learning and observing yourself. Good. Another urge that we do, kind of a reaction that we do when we are not happy, is to complain. When we are not happy, we complain. We complain about everything. Kubaza, bazi, mvura iribuda mpombi, politics, everything we complain. But when you complain, you are not coming up with a solution. You are just complaining and uchingonetsa uchingopopota unoita munhu ari negative, and sometimes people don't even want to be around you because even complaining about your health, complaining about other people's behaviors, complaining about my reaction even. So when you find out kuti uri munhu anocomplain, saka during this journey of self-discovery, that means you want to work on your acceptance, you want to work on your patience, because that's the opposite of complaining. It means acceptance and being patient with other people, and also learning how to problem solve, and also learning how to find solutions. So whatever you complain about, whatever gives you pain, that means the opposite of it. Kana chinhu ichocho chiri fix, that's what you want. That's how you know kuti kana kumira muline kuchindi complain, that means uri munhu anovaliwa time yake. You understand? So you end up having to do things, you're organized, unokurumidza kumuka, because you don't like standing in line. Instead you go complain out, ndamira muline, but pasina zvauri kuita about it. So learn yourself from your complaints. Kuti what things do I complain about? And then so the opposite of the things that I complain about is actually what I like. So complaining is a reaction when you are not happy. So if you see yourself you complain aesthetic, that means you are a person who need to work on their patience, you are a person who need to work on acceptance, and you are a person who need to work on solving that complaint, maybe contribute towards a solution instead of waiting for other people to change circumstances for you so that you will be happy. Take charge, learn to take charge, and not be a person who complains, and let other people be free as well. Good. Another urge that we do kanataka tsama when we are not happy is to compare. If we are not happy with our lives, if we feel stuck about our lives or some situation, we compare ourselves. If we are not feeling good about ourselves, we feel better than or we are better than them. I'm better, I'm happy about myself, I'm better than this person, because we compare my circumstances. If you also don't feel good or about yourself, compare or then you feel intimidated, you lose confidence, low self-esteem, because compare so that means you have to work on your confidence. You have to work on accepting my circumstances. When you find compare, you need to learn on self-worth, and also learning to celebrate yourself, celebrate your small wins, my achievements, because you are not seeing them. Unoona my achievements by comparing others, or by vanhu vasina, or unoona kufoira kwako by comparing nevanhu vanazvo. So learn to be confident, learn self-worth, learn to self-love, and learn to accept, to be content with what you have. And kana uri munhu ari kuda kuita strive for more and add more, then learn new skills so that you can get more. So that's how you discover yourself. You learn about yourself. Kuti kana uri munhu anocompare, munhu anofeel jealousy, or munhu anofunga kuti ari better than other people, or munhu anofunga kuti kune vamwe vanhu vari better than other people, you need to work on that, because everyone is equal at the end of the day. We need to accept that people are different. We cannot do things the same way. So when you're going through the journey of self-discovery, accepting and acknowledging that people are different is important, because otherwise unofa compare or unofunga to be better than other people. So that's how you can discover who you are, by judging how you feel. Kana waona munhu ari better than you, or kana waona munhu unofunga kuti you are better than. You understand? Good. Another number 4. Convincing. What we do when we're not happy about something, we want to usually what suspect, or someone is suspecting you of something, or someone is accusing you of something. We want to defend ourselves, and we want to not defensive, or to not excuse, or we want to explain too much, over explain, or kune vanhu kuti handina kudai so, or hazvisiri izvo zvandaita, tinotya vanhu sterect, tinotya kukonzeka. Kana uri munhu anogara ngori defensive, that means you need to understand kuti why are you defensive, what are you afraid of, you know, kana kuti munhu anoita over explain, ukanzi ko manonoka kusvika nhasi asi bhasi ranonoka, ubva wati manga mafunga kuti ndaenda kunoitei, hapana kana vana chimbotaura navo, bhazi rangu ratongosvika rikambomira apo ichichichi. You see, unotanga kuexplaina zvinhu zvausina kubvunzwa, pane kuti dai wangotaura kuti aiwa bhazi ranonoka kana kuti bhazi harina kuya ndamisa bhazi rekutanga. But you feel good, you owe someone an explanation, you need to over explain, you know, because urikufila kuti when someone asks something, they are accusing you of something. Uri munhu ari defensive, anongofunga kuti urupomerwa mhosva, unongofunga kuti uri victim. Saka when you discover that you're a person like that, you need to work on that. You need to work on your empowerment. Don't interpret everything as if you will accuse you of something. You don't need to over explain, because people will never understand your story. Iwe we can do no understand. Can answer yako iri no, can iri yes. Can iri one word. You don't need to be a person anoita over explain. So when you find out kuti uri munhu akadaro, then you need to if you react like that, you're always defensive. Kana uri kuita work on yourself now on your journey of self-discovery, then you need to find out kuti how come unotya vanhu? How come you're afraid to be accused? You know, what is it that you're going to lose? You need to work on your confidence. You need to work on your empowerment, self-empowerment. You need to work on your self-love and self-acceptance. You don't need validation. You don't need people to acknowledge you. You don't need people to confirm for you that you're a good person. You need to work on that yourself so that you don't reach out to other people who understand it so much. So people who have lack of confidence or who have lack of self-worth, they wait for other people to accept them and acknowledge them and validate them, so that they explain so much to other people. Kuda kuvaconvinsa kuti ndiri munhu ari right muchindiona ndakadai so, ndiri munhu ari right, ndideyo. Yet you can just be content and confirm for yourself kuti I'm a good person. You don't need validation from other people. So when you see that's how you react, you're a person who quickly runs defend, or who quickly explains themselves like that. You need to work on your self-confidence. Another thing that we do is consume. We feel to know consumer kana tisiri happy, to know hoda, to know overthink musoro medu kuti manje vanhu vari kufunge inazvo. You know, we overthink about our problems. Whatever problem yaunayo musoro mako, we overthink and overthink and overthink and overthink. That's consuming. You consume yourself with a worry. We consume ourselves with fear. Saka ukaona kuti uri munhu anoita overthink hysteric, that means you need to work on decluttering your mind. You need to work on to find methods dzinoita kuti umborelaxa musoro, umboburitsa stress musoro. You know, you need to work on that. Saka there are ways zvaunoita, you know, well-being, your self-care is another way yekuita declutter muzvinhu zviri musoro mako. Usaite overthink and worry and stress. So when you find yourself kuti ndo zvaunoita when you're not happy about circumstances, uri munhu anonyarara, anochengeta zvinhu mumusoro, ofungisisa, oita stress iri serious, orwadziwa because you cannot speak out. So when you're a person who is like that, you have to work on your confidence and be able to assert yourself, be able to speak up. You know, that's how you will discover this. I have to work on this. I have to create boundaries. You know, I have to be assertive. I have to be confident and be able to speak up and say exactly what I want to people. Because uri munhu anonyarara, anofungisisa, anochengeta zvinhu musoro, but unotya kutaura. So when you find yourself good, when circumstances are not happy for you, uri munhu anonyarara, asingatauri, haurireact, you just keep to yourself and overthink and stress about it. You now need to work on that. You see, kuti ukwanise kutaura what you want and express yourself, so that people, you express exactly what you want, and also be able to create boundaries, so that you're not just a doormat yekuti vanhu vanongokutsika, right? Saka zvatadiscussa asikana, tadiscussa controlling, comparing. It's fine, guys, that's my daughter. Tadiscussa controlling, comparing, you know, consuming, overthinking, tadiscussa complaining, and just the age 5 year delta. Control, compare, consume, complain, and convincing. So those are the ages, our reactions atinoita most of the time. Kana taita say, kana tisiri happy. Those are the ages. Those are reactions. So learn from my reactions, Ako, so that you understand what kind of a person you are. And if you want to change that, then you can learn tricks and tools of how to stop complaining, to stop controlling, to stop comparing yourself, to stop consuming your mind with things, and to stop, explaining, over explaining, and convincing other people. I hope I make a lot of sense here. So thank you, ladies. If you have any questions, just let me know. Go inbox. Happy Sunday. Thank you.